Hello and welcome to my house. Well, disclaimer, it's actually not my house, but it can be yours for the small price of 130,000. So you come in the door and then on your left you have a bathroom. Now we didn't really do much to this bathroom, we just cleaned it. We put in a new bath mat, added some new little soap dispensers and everything. We have some new towels, toilet roll, we just cleaned it. And it's amazing what a big clean can do. Now, if I had it myself, personally, I'd probably change the tiles and everything, but that's, you know, another day. And then we have a mirror here just to check yourself before you leave the house, just to make sure you still look good. And then directly, as you come into the twin bedroom. Now, this could be made into a double bed, but for the purpose of this, we just kept the same furniture and it's twin beds. So I just added in some nice mustard yellows and greens and just kept the bedding all white and neutral. And then we have these beautiful sheer curtains throughout. These are just from H&M. So this is my favorite room. This is the living room. This one has the biggest transformation because it's a new couch. Anyway, come on, let's have a look at it. So my favorite thing about this room is the beautiful tall ceilings. Like, you can almost hear an echo in here. So what I really want to do is just tame it back. I want to give it that coastal, like neutral kind of vibe. So we got a new couch. This one's from IKEA. And if you comment in below how much you think this couch cost, and you get it right, everyone give a round of applause. This couch is from IKEA. It was $560, and it looks like it costs like a few thousand. It's very comfy as well, and it's just a nice kind of off-white material. And if you look real closely, it has like almost like a grey kind of speck going through, which is really nice. And we just accessorize it with some pillows, just keeping it neutral again with stripes and some browns and pinks, just soft colors. And if you've seen my hauls, you'd have seen all this already. But what you wouldn't have saw is these beautiful art prints that I actually painted myself. They're just simple. So I couldn't find anything online that I liked enough to put up there because this is such like a wall that you see when you come down the stairs and you see it when you come through the kitchen as well. So I wanted to keep it like, you know, nice. Something that's impactful but also has like some cohesiveness in the rest of the space. And then we also added in beautiful linen curtains. These are some natural linen and they're in a grey kind of colorway. These aren't for practicality, these are literally just for look because, hello, they're sheer. They're just 2 panels either side just to kind of emphasize the height of the space because you have Roman blinds here, so you know, you have all the privacy that you need. And then here we just kept the same. This coffee table, believe it or not, was actually already here and I'm obsessed with it. It's just so nice. And I just accessorize it with this beautiful vase, some baby's breath and a rattan tray. And don't mind my business cards are there because we will be looking at the house. And then I added in this beautiful rug. This rug kind of like brings everything together, has like the kind of natural white colors and also has the gray, which I just picked up here in the curtains. And over here as well, just kind of ties it all together. And then my favorite item is this rattan chair. Oh my god, this is just like gorgeous. Like, such a nice viewing point here as well. It's just so fresh and bright and I love it. Like, it's such a contrast to what it was before. And I added in just a simple pillow with some tassels on it just to have a bit of fun, and a pink throw as well just to kind of keep them communicated. And then over here we have some beautiful prints. This one's from Desenio. As you know, I love using Desenio in my room transformations because they do beautiful prints for a really affordable price. And then this one here I painted myself. It was just a stock image from Zara Home. I had Zara Home written here and a label here, so just wiped over it with green paint and had a bit of a pink brought in here because that print's over here. If you look really closely, I mean, it's only a finer detail now. So it's like a dark green here and then a lighter kind of bluey green, but there's a pink stripe here and it has like a pink kind of shadow here as well. Just adds a bit more dimension to the actual print. And because the walls are all white, I wanted to keep the artwork kind of simple, but the white here is a deeper shade than the white on the walls and the white here. So it does have that dimension, which I really like. This is beautiful. This is from Zara Home as well. I knew I wanted like a rattan kind of basket for the logs and everything, but like the normal rattan like baskets are very traditional looking, so I just thought this one had that kind of coastal but more of a modern feel to it. It's just more updated, and I just really love it. It just has a very simple shape and line, which I think plays really well with everything else. And yeah, that's the living room. So let's come through to the kitchen. Okay, so this is the kitchen. What we literally all I done in here was I just staged a table, added in a mirror, just kind of a new microwave, toaster, kettle, just because the ones that were here, I think there's only a microwave that was here and it was white and had a crack in it. So I just got like stainless steel ones just because you can't go wrong with stainless steel. And then on top of the fridge, just because it's a freestanding fridge and doesn't have like a housing around it, just to finish off so it doesn't feel so disconnected from the actual space, I just put like a couple of the placemats on here and this little lavender bush, which I think looks really nice. And then the main attraction, which is the table, because the dining table is like in the actual kitchen. So I mean, I set it for 4, but like it sleeps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you do have the option of having the 6 seats, but just for this purpose, I just think it looks best with the 4. And all of this is from H&M except the glasses, the plates and the cutlery. I've chosen like a very natural kind of colour scheme again because I didn't want this to take away from like everything else. It's just to kind of add into the space. So we have these like more beige coloured napkins. Now you could do this the other way around. I just think it looks nicer having the tablecloth darker and the napkin a lighter shade, just because, you know, if you spill something, you're going to see it more on the beige than you are on the dark grey. And these chairs and table, if you notice, they're a green colour, and if you notice as well, the print out there ties in the green, so they kind of play with each other really nice. Because if you have to think about it in this way, that like they are kind of the same room because they do have like an opening to them, so they kind of have to marry each other and like communicate. So then my favorite thing in the kitchen is this area over here. So I got this beautiful mirror from Zara Home. I just like it because it's not like a square mirror or a round mirror. It has this kind of like deformed shape, so it's a bit more interesting to look at. And just because like everything in here is very square, I just thought this was a nice kind of complement to it. And then we added in some new curtains. These are the sheer ones because in the kitchen, curtains aren't really important. I mean, if you live in a busy area, you need some privacy, but like here, I mean, there's nothing really out there, only like this beautiful view. But I added in some sheer curtains just because I like how they blow in the wind. Like when the doors open, it's just very coastal and just relaxing, and you feel like you're in like Santorini or somewhere. Okay, and then the bedroom off the kitchen, which I think I will be my bedroom because it's very close to the kitchen, is this one here. Now it's a bit darker because it doesn't get as much sunlight, so I just wanted to keep everything light in here. Again, we kept all the original furniture, we just accessorized and built on it. So I added this beautiful woolen throw. It's just like has that like kind of home vibe to it, and that's really important. I think in a bedroom, just have like, oh my god, just have like natural materials and make it inviting. So then we add in the same curtains that we have in every room, and I got these curtain poles raised as well because I think it's, when you're putting in curtains, it's always important. I think it's important to have them closer to the ceiling than to the window top, because it just shrinks the room and just makes it look a bit more compressed. Whereas this, it kind of elongates it and makes it feel a bit more spacious. Then I added in these beautiful little lamps. These are from Home Store More. I know I was shocked when I seen them myself at Home Store More, but they're just a really simple addition to the room. Like I didn't want anything overpowering because it is a small bedroom at the end of the day. And a beautiful new lampshade up here, a nice rattan colour. Just kind of, I just love everything together. It just all works so well. Okay, now let's go upstairs. And if we take a moment here, because this is kind of an awkward space in like Ubi and any home. I mean, you could, if you wanted, to put in a little stool here, but I just like the openness of everything and how it feels like more spacious. So I just put in a bigger art print here because originally the wall is just one little small like rectangular one, and then had a massive like rattan chair here, but it was just too much for the space. So I added in this one. This is from Decenio again. Can't go wrong with Decenio. Like it's so affordable, and like the prints are just, they're just such amazing quality. Like that, it's a Matisse print. I don't know if any of you know who Matisse is. He's a very famous artist, but like it's the kind of due of his art print. And then up here is the master bedroom. So I just added in like a beautiful throw. It has that like waffle kind of knit texture, which is always lovely to have in a bedroom. In bedrooms, I always suggest keeping it simple because at the end of the day, this is where you come to sleep. You don't want anything too crazy going on because it's just less for your eyes to focus on. So I just kept it simple. We kept the white bedding. And then again, I just love this. Like my favorite thing ever is when curtains are blowing in the wind. I just find it so like tranquil. So I just have the window open just to kind of show you that, and also to air out the space. So then we have the same cushion downstairs, but I just really liked it in this space, so I also brought it up here. It brings in that coastal, rustic, natural element to this space, which ties in with the rattan lamps and the lampshade. Just gonna keep it all one. And again, the master bedroom is very simple. I mean, you could add a rug if you wanted, or some art prints, but like honestly, I think it looks fine just how it is, like just simple and pared back, and it is very inviting, which is very important. And then over here is your dressing area. We didn't really change anything over here, just cleaned it down because I mean, it matches with everything else, and it still has it's a very specific look. This furniture, it's that kind of old Irish traditional coastal property. And then in here now, just ignore the tiles. I mean, I would love to change the tiles, but like they're fine for this case. If you buy this house, maybe you might change the tiles, but like they work well with like the brass cutters and everything. And it's funny, this is like an older bathroom, like with the brass and everything, but brass is very in at the moment as well. So I mean, and same with this kind of light shade, that's very in at the moment as well. But here I just added in some little toothbrush holders and a soap dispenser, and it has that like brass look as well. I'm just keeping it consistent, and same with the towels, just get white, just a bit of freshness in this space. And yeah, I think that's it. That's the full tour of this house. Please let me know what you thought down below, and if you're interested in purchasing this property, I'll have all the details of that below as well. And before you go, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that little notification bell just to be notified when I upload. I upload twice a week, so you don't miss any of them, and I have a lot more room transformations coming in the coming months, and you don't want to miss them. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.